Welcome back to our mega preview pod on the 3Count podcast. On part one, we went through all the matches at WWE Clash at the Castle and spoke about all the news. And now we're about to get into All Out. What a weekend we've got.
Back-to-back pay-per-views. You can't get any better than this, can you?
It's so good. And they're not up against each other. It's one day after the other. I've actually taken Monday off. It's going to be fun.
I tried, but I've taken the other Friday and Saturday off for a couple of other things that I need to do. So
shout out to fantasy football returning. All right, Benny, let's get into it. All Out now.
This isn't going to be fair, guys. We all know this isn't going to be fair.
Another test for you. This is the fourth edition of All Out. 3, including this year's, have been held at the Now Arena in Chicago. 2020 pay-per-view was held in Jacksonville during the pandemic. Now, Benny, can you give me a number for how many people have appeared on the card for all 4 All Out shows?
Well, if this card's anything to go by, it's probably 333,000. But
I will give you a hint. It is double digits.
Really? I thought it'd be at least triple. 83.
It's 10.
What? Wait,
10 people have appeared in every All Out.
I didn't hear you say every. I thought you said how many people total have appeared. Oh, right. That's why. Okay. My bad.
There you go. So it's 10 or 11 pending results. So we have Kenny Omega, Nick and Matt Jackson, Chris Jericho, Penta, Ray Phoenix, Darby Allin, Britt Baker, Jungle Boy, Hikaru Shida, and potentially Chuck Taylor if Best Friends can win on Rampage in the Trios tournament.
Which do you think is going to happen? Let's get to that.
I do not, but we will get to that.
No.
Out of all those names that I mentioned, there are only 3 with a winning record at All Out. Can you tell me who they are?
Ooh.
This shocked me, if that's any hint.
Penta?
Yes.
Yeah. Jungle Boy?
No.
No. Well, he probably lost to Penta in one of those matches. So, I mean, yeah.
It's Penta. That's close to another one.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is the second. And the last one is Chris Jericho. Okay. They are all 2-1 at All Out. How many times has the World Championship changed hands at All Out?
Is this a trick question? I'm going to say none.
Ding, ding, ding. Middle of a donut. It has changed hands 0 times for both the men's and women's.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I got you. Got your number, mate. I got your number.
Well done. Now, there are 6 people who are undefeated at All Out on this year's card, but only one of them has a 2-0 undefeated record. Who is it?
On this card?
On this card.
DMD?
Is John Moxley.
Mox?
He is 2-0 at All Outs. There's only been 3 so far, but he is 2-0. And if he competes, which is another big if, Orange Cassidy will also be 2-0 if he makes the card, which, as we've spoken about, we don't think is going to happen. Well, I don't think it's going to happen. In any case, let's get into the card. We'll start with the 0-hour matches. We won't spend too much time on it, but we've got Eddie Kingston against Tomohiro Ishii, the second fight. After his suspension, this might seem like a bit of a demotion to the pre-show for Eddie Kingston, but a lot of fans are pretty pumped for this match. After their last battle, Ishii won. What do we see here?
I think he gets his redemption and gets the win, old Eddie. Then they can have the third match as well that way.
I agree with you. It's time to tie the series at 1-1. Get his win in front of the AEW crowd. They love him. I'm not as big a fan as the crowd is generally, but there you go. Again, on 0 Hour, we've got the All Atlantic Championship match. The Bastard Pack against Kip Sabian. Now, Sabian's kind of returned to continually antagonize Pac. He's got the paper bag on his head. But I'm taking Pac in this one.
So I've written down Pac. Same thing. But I want to take Sabian. I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to take Sabian. I just don't think Pac's going to lose it, but I want to take Sabian.
Let's do it. FYI, the odds for All Out have been taken down as of now. I assume after everything that happened on Dynamite. So no odds. We're just going to give you our predictions. So just to make sure you gamble responsibly. Yeah, I'm going to go with Pac. The Sabian stuff, it's been fun, but I don't think he's going to drop the title just yet.
That's fair.
In the third match on the pre-show, the FTW Championship, Hook against Cool Hand, Angelo Parker. Put your house on it.
$1.01 Winks odds.
Yeah, it's got to be Winks odds, surely.
They would be, yeah. Gamble responsible. Hook all the way.
Yeah. After building him up, they're not going to have him lose to Angelo Parker.
That's exactly what I thought.
No offense, Angelo Parker, but
but I mean, come on.
Okay, moving on to the main show, the Casino Ladder match. We've got Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Penta, Ray Phoenix, Andrade, Roosh, Dante Martin, and the Joker. Who is the Joker, Benny?
So I've got a few names. Obviously, we mentioned MJF on part 1 earlier on. Adam Cole, is he back? Is he going to be back? Is he fit, ready to go? I think, or the other name that we did bring up, I said Samoa Joe earlier, but I'm going to go with, if Adam Cole's fit and ready to go, I'm going with Adam Cole.
I thought Adam Cole, and then I thought, no, I think him and Red Dragon are going to go for the trios titles.
Shout out Red Dragon.
Shout out to Red Dragon. Here's some ones kind of out of left field for you, because I don't predict the Joker to win.
Okay.
So my left field ones are Matt Cardona.
Ooh.
Just for the pop.
Is he back fit though? Wasn't he injured?
He was injured. I'm not sure if he's ready to go again, but he's certainly making appearances.
Okay.
In some places.
I like it.
Just for the pop. Or my other pick is Jonah.
Oh.
He's contracted to Impact, but that doesn't technically mean anything. He could come and make a real impact. I still don't think he'd win, but it would be pretty cool to see Bronson Reed, aka Jonah, in that match. So your pick is for the Joker to win it?
Yeah. I've got the Joker to win, and I'm going with Adam Cole. Baby.
I'm taking Andrade.
Okay.
He's a main event level talent. He's been held on the mid card. It's time for him to shine now. I'm going to pick Andrade.
It's going to be a great match, though. Obviously, with Penta and Phoenix in there, you just know that stuff's going to happen.
Do you think they're going to open with it? I kind of hope they do.
I kind of hope they open with Bryan Danielson versus Jericho, to be honest.
Well, they do usually go with the second best match to open the show, right?
Yeah. So, but I think it'd be good. It'd be good to open with that as well, though.
It's a good way to do it because it makes sure people are in their seats for the first match.
Yeah, you got to be. They're definitely there to start.
You got to be there. All right, moving on.
Just the other couple of quick names I wrote down was obviously Bray. I wish Bray or Braun, but we already spoke about Braun. There's talks with them with WWE, and I also wrote down Lance Archer. We haven't seen him for a little bit as well. He's come back before for this kind of thing, so
that's true. He's won it before, I believe.
So I just thought maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. When I thought Joe and Braun, I thought in a ladder match, maybe not.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows what the hell's happening with Bray? All right, let's move on. Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm taking Starks here.
Same here.
I'm not gonna lie. I've become a huge Starks mark.
Yeah.
The dude's like a legit star. He deserves to be kind of showcased, like as much as like Sammy Guevara and MJF kind of have been in the past. Hobbs is a beast, and I don't think losing takes anything away. You're still a beast.
David and Goliath, you reckon?
Yeah. So Starks for me.
I've gone Starks as well, mate. I think it'll definitely elevate him to that next level if he does get this win.
I think letting go of that FTW championship has been a really good thing for him.
Godsend for him, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, look what's happening. Hook's on the pre-show, essentially on the buy-in, and
and we're touting how good Ricky Starks is.
Exactly.
Now, one of the many trios tag team matches we have tonight, Wardlow and FTR against Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. Who are you taking here, Benny?
Mate, I've gone with my boys, FTR and obviously Wardlow, but yeah, he's an afterthought. But I'm guessing we all know who you're going to go for.
I don't think you do. I'm taking Wardlow and FTR as well.
Yeah, but you're going to go for the other guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm so pumped for the Machine Guns. I hate that they're a heel team. I don't mind Jay Lethal either. I kind of wish he'd go back to his Black Machismo character. But at least we get that little pop for the start of his entrance music.
Yeah.
The Randy Savage style. But yeah, there's no stopping Wardlow and FTR right now. I don't think a win by Jay Lethal or the Machine Guns would really help them in any way. So,
well, it'd really hurt the others, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wardlow doesn't need to take the pin to lose, I guess. So,
and the Machine Guns are still contracted to Impact. Wherever you see, the graphics for it, it's got like Impact's Motor City Machine Guns. So, I don't think they're putting them over on an AEW show.
No, that makes sense then.
All right, another trios tag team match. We've got the House of Black against Miro, Darby Allin, and Sting. I'm going to take Miro's team here. Miro needs to go on a winning run and get showcased some more. And if he can, take down the entire House of Black, then
which he has been.
He's
been tearing them apart. So, but that's what makes me think House of Black will take the victory here. I'm a massive Miro fan, the Redeemer. I've always been a Miro fan, but I like the House of Black as the collective that they are, and I don't like them being look like sort of not weak, but how they've looked recently. So I think they're going to get the victory. But if all of this stuff about Aleister Black or Malachi Black, and how he wants out and all that kind of stuff, that could mean Tony will just turn around and go, "Well, screw you, we'll keep rotting you." So
yeah,
it's a very Vince thing to do.
Well, his wife's over at WWE, so
yeah.
We will see. Not that she's doing much lately, but in any case.
The Queen. You talk about the Queen.
Queenslander. Do you think there's anything to Darby saying that, Buddy and Brody King don't need Malachi Black?
Yeah, look, it's obviously planting the seed, but I like Malachi Black leading them. It's good.
Okay.
It's funny because I didn't like him in WWE, but I like him in AEW.
Yeah. I think I'm ready to be done with this, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
I get that he's sticking with something that happened to him a long, long time ago, but
it's long-term storytelling.
This is Benny's pick for the opener of the night: the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, against Lionheart, Chris Jericho. Who do you have here, Benny?
I'm part of the society, mate. The Appreciation Society. I am Jericho through and through, mate. But I can see how Bryan Danielson should probably win. He has taken a couple of losses lately, and it'll be an interesting match. It'll definitely be an interesting match.
I would like to see the odds for if Garcia joins the Blackpool Combat Club.
Ooh.
Obviously, Danielson had that shock loss to Garcia, which led to this match. Garcia's been involved, not being able to choose between Jericho and Danielson. Should be a belter of a match.
Does everybody else get involved?
I don't know. Maybe Hook's already taken him out in the pre-show.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have no doubt we will see most of the. It's maybe they all come out and brawl to leave Danielson and Jericho in the ring.
Yeah, okay. I don't mind that.
It's pretty even when you think, although Mox will have a match later on. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see.
That's what I mean. There's so many people. It's hard to keep up with.
So many people. Another singles match. We've got Jungle Boy against my boy Christian Cage.
Your boy.
Now, everyone, I think, except me, wants to see Christian get his ass whooped. I think Chicago's where it's going to happen. Jungle Boy's going to shine. Christian's going to put him over to climb up another rung. And not happy, but Jungle Boy for me.
Yeah, I've gone Jungle Boy as well. Do we see another turn from Luchasaurus?
Possibly. I liked the Dark Luchasaurus.
So did I. That's what I'm saying. Do we see another turn? It was all a ploy to send him back Christian Cage's plan, send him back to Jungle Boy and then wait for this match and then screw him over.
Maybe that's a good call, because I don't think. I mean, if Jungle Boy is taking this next step up to become this great, awesome single star, what's Luchasaurus doing?
Exactly.
And he's a beast. He needs something. So
he is a beast. Yeah.
I would love to see a Luchasaurus turn. I'm there with you for that one, Benny.
Let's do it.
All right, we now have the AEW Trios Championship Tournament Final, the Elite against either Hangman and the Dark Order or Best Friends. Firstly, who do you think is making it through?
Obviously, Hangman and the Dark Order.
Makes absolute sense. I love Orange Cassidy, but yes, Hangman and the Dark Order in this one. And I think I tossed this one around a little bit because it seems too obvious.
I'm just trying to find which one I've got here.
Seems too obvious to have the Elite get the win. You know, they're all still the executive vice presidents or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And but I think at the very least they'll want to have their names in the record books as the first champions. Then there's the looming battle, like we mentioned, of Cole and Red Dragon. And I think with the titles, it makes it more interesting. So I am going with the Elite.
I've just found it on here. I had the Dark Order and then I've crossed it out and I've gone the Elite. You're right, because then you've obviously got Cole and the Red Dragon straight there afterwards. So it's all of that, you know.
But then do you need the titles for that? Maybe not.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it helps it.
And then, but then do you have that feel good moment? The Dark Order finally gets something.
Yeah, they've kind of been, you know, wallowing away in obscurity for a little bit. The poor old Dark Order.
Only that Hangman's hanging around with the stuff like that keeps them relevant in my eyes. So.
Absolutely. Well. Oh, you're swaying back to the Dark Order.
I'm sticking with the Elite.
Okay, BE Elite.
BE Elite.
We've got another tag team championship match now. It's the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Swerve and Our Glory against the Acclaimed. Everyone loves the Acclaimed.
Yeah, boys.
And I love them to win this match. I want it bad. I'm wishing it into existence. Swerve and Lee are great. I've gone off on how much I like them. I think their skills are best utilized in singles competition, and it might be time to get the titles around the waist of a true tag team.
I like what you're saying. I do like what you're saying, but it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Swerve and Our Glory will win. They've not long had the titles. AEW doesn't really like to throw the titles around that quickly. So I think Keith Lee and Swerve will get the win.
On a separate note, did it weird you out the other day when Swerve and Keith Lee were doing a promo and sharing a water bottle?
I don't think I even noticed.
Lee took a sip and they gave it to Keith Swerve. He took a sip, then they gave it back. He took a sip. I was like, in these COVID times, that seems a little bit weird.
Yeah, that is a bit weird. Would you like
yeah, pass it through. We move on to the TBS Championship match. Jade Cargill and Athena. Benny, what's your surprise upset pick here?
Surprise upset pick? $1.99 she's paying. Now, look, Athena can go, but no, Jade Cargill's not going to drop that title. Jade Cargill will hold that title until she fights for the main title.
Yeah, they like Goldberg style.
Yeah, exactly like that. She'll just stay on that run, and then she'll fight for the main title, win that, hold both, and then drop the other one.
I don't know if it's going to go down that way, but yeah, I'm taking Cargill here. I think someone will end up ending the streak and taking the title, but it ain't going to be Athena.
Really?
No offense to Athena. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't think there's anyone on the roster who can do it. Maybe they're waiting for someone's contract to end. I don't know, but
well, obviously, if Shayna had, not Shayna, Sasha had gone over, then I think she could have had a good chance.
She could have had a shot.
Yeah, but she as well. If she went over, she probably would have got put straight into the main event card as well.
Yeah.
So
when's Charlotte's contract up?
She's not going to even though her husband's there and whatever else. But
no, I wouldn't think so.
Triple H. She's a Triple H girl. She's never leaving.
No.
She's a lifer.
So yes, we've both got Cargill here. The AEW Interim Women's World Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Toni Storm, Dr. Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Hikaru Shida Thunder Rosa obviously is out due to an injury, so an interim champ will be crowned. I've got Tony Storm in this one. I think Storm would have beaten Rosa for the title anyways.
Agree.
I don't think the plans are going to change. Do we see a Baker and Hayter breakup?
I think it might be teased.
I don't know if we'll see it, but it's something I'd love to see. I think like a lone wolf, vicious Britt Baker could be a real. Hey, maybe she could take the title from Jade Cargill, but she'd need a little bit of a change in character, I think.
Yeah. I don't mind that. I don't think it'll happen the way, like, I think Hayter and that'll tease it and it'll lay a seed, which can then lead to possibly breaking up, having a feud, whatever else down the track. Sheeta's great, but she's not going to win the title. So Tony Storm for me as well.
Tony Storm, we're in agreement. I wonder if we'll be in agreement here. The AEW World Championship match, Jon Moxley and CM Punk. Would you like to go first, Benny? Do the honors.
I'm going for the third best person from the Shield. I wouldn't say that to his face, though. I'm going Mox.
I, as much as it pains me to say and to agree with you, I'm taking Mox as well.
Yeah.
Going to be a very different match than last time.
Oh, 100%.
I hope we get an absolute classic. But now, I'm still tossing up that Punk getting beaten down as champion by MJF in Chicago. Maybe that'll happen. But I'm sticking with Mox here.
Yeah, Mox for me as well. It'll be definitely a good match, like professional wrestling match, like none of this sports entertainment stuff is.
What are the odds? There's blood. Winks
dollar,
again.
$1.
$1. You get no money back.
No, you just get exactly what you put on.
It's basically just happening.
Do you reckon there'll be a stipulation added or anything like that?
I don't think so. I don't think it needs it. I mean, the promos have been good.
Well, that's what I was going to say. With the whole promo thing that they were talking about, how he said Punk was a 60-minute man, and then Mox goes, I've still got 57 minutes to go.
Yeah.
After that last match or whatever. If the card wasn't so big, you know what I mean? If it was a really small card or something, they could do like a 60-minute Iron Man match.
Yeah.
That would be great. But I think just with the big card and everything else, it's impossible. So I think it'll be 15, 20-minute match, and Mox will go over.
That'll be plenty. Like they're not young kids anymore either,
True.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it for our all-out preview. It's time to get to the draft, Benny. Now, luckily, I have the first pick here in our draft.
Go to the tape.
You got to pick Giannis Antetokounmpo. The first pick in our NBA draft last time, so I will get the first pick here. We are drafting best wrestlers from the UK and Ireland. I know Ireland's not technically in the UK, Northern Ireland is, so we'll just say Ireland and the UK, which includes England, Scotland, and Wales. And I think it's probably a pretty I don't know if it's an obvious pick, but I'm taking Drew McIntyre with the first pick.
Really?
I am. Now, I didn't think this when I just wrote the names down, and I kind of did a bit more research. WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, NXT champion, Triple Crown champion, Royal Rumble winner, Impact and TNA world champion. He's done a lot in his time, and I think he's probably the most decorated.
Okay. Look at it that way.
So I'm taking Drew McIntyre. Best wrestler, maybe not, but I think most decorated, and he's got that cool story behind his career where he was the guy, then he was swept to the side and had dark times and had to work his way back up, and now he's going to win.
Now you've sold me on it.
There you go.
Clear number one pick, mate. Well, you guys know me, and with my drafts, I don't go for all that hoo-ha that Dylan goes with. I just go for who I like and who I want to see and stuff like that. And I just don't think the epitome of a UK hero is the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. So
I had a feeling you would go with Davey Boy with your first pick. It's a great pick.
Have to go Davey Boy.
European champion, IC champion, tag team champion. He's the only one I can think of who's a current WWE Hall of Famer. That match with Bret Hart in '92, PWI Match of the Year.
That was, and Bret carried him through that match because he had a bender the night before.
Yeah.
It was all over the place.
So that gives him number one in your books for sure.
Oh, hey.
He was on a bender. All right. I am going to Ireland for my second pick.
I hate you.
And I'm taking Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I was going to take Becky one, but then you would have got Bulldog.
Becky Lynch, 6-time WWE champion, Royal Rumble winner, 2-time female superstar of the year, first ever female in a WrestleMania main event, and she won. I'm taking Becky Lynch, number 2. There's an argument for taking her number 1.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I almost did, but all right. Well, I'll just counter that then and just take. I'll take Paige.
Great pick.
Don't even need to say it. Just one word. She's like Madonna. She's
Just
like
Paige.
Cher. Just
The
Paige.
Inaugural NXT champion, 2-time Divas championship. Hey, she's had a damn movie made about her by The Rock, featuring The Rock.
Fighting with My Family.
You don't get much better. A good movie too.
Wasn't bad.
So you don't get much better than that. All right, Paige, good pick. This is where it gets a bit tricky. This might be a bit of recency bias. And I'm taking Will Ospreay.
Yeah, he was next on my list.
with my third pick. You know, he's been New Japan World Champion. He's been New Japan US Champion, Junior Heavyweight Champion, Triple Crown Champion, Grand Slam Champion. He's even won the TV Championship in Ring of Honor. So he's done quite a lot, old Will Ospreay. And some of his moves are just so good. His match today with Kenny in the trios match, some of the stuff he does.
Just the way he moves in the ring.
Like where it looks like he's getting suplex and he does a backflip and just lands on his feet and he's like, what?
Yeah, he just turns something into nothing. Oh, nothing into something. So.
And the Os Cutter, what a great move.
I don't know now I'm thrown up in the air because Will Ospreay was my next pick. I'm gonna go.
I feel like there's 2 you could go here. I'm interested to see which one you.
And they're both very technical wrestlers.
Which way? Oh no.
No. Okay. Well,
maybe you're underrating this one. Sweet, I'll save him.
I'm going to pick this person, and they say that if you ask any people back in the early 90s and stuff, late 80s, early 90s, he was possibly one of the best wrestlers they've ever seen. And I'm going to go with the Dynamite Kid.
Dynamite Kid. Okay. Now, I didn't actually have him on my list. But it is a good pick. I think I was like, okay, well, you got British Bulldog, Dynamite Kid.
Yeah, but they always
It's a great pick. You're right. Like, if you've seen the documentaries about him, he was, on the track to being one of the best of all time.
He was like the Eddie Guerrero sort of, and the guy that we don't talk about or mention. Like, they sort of, he paved the way for them, the smaller guy who just fought above his weight class kind of thing.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm glad you didn't take this guy and you weren't kind of leaning that way. I'm going to take Sheamus. It's a 4-time world champion. Yeah, him and Claudio Castagnoli in the Bar won all the tag team titles. US champion. He's won King of the Ring. He's won Money in the Bank. He's won the Royal Rumble. He's done it all.
Yeah.
Taking Sheamus, even when he had that stupid haircut. Sheamus with my 4th pick.
That was a brilliant haircut. I don't know what you're talking about.
I might try and pull it off one day.
All right, I'm just having another quick look now. So I feel like there's a couple of people I could pick here. And I'm going to go a bit left field. Somebody that you wouldn't think that I'd pick, I think. But I'm going to go Zack Sabre Jr.
He was the next on my list, and I wasn't sure you were going to take him, but that is a great pick.
Yeah, I think I had to take him there just to stop you from having him, really.
Yeah, New Japan Cup winner, PWG champion, 7-time Wrestler Observer, best technical wrestler in the world.
Well, this is why I said a second ago, are they both technical wrestlers? Like Dynamite Kid and Zack Sabre Jr. I couldn't toss up.
He had a strong hold on the Bryan Danielson award until Bryan Danielson went and took it back from him.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. and so good to watch. He is incredible. All right, this brings me to my last pick. Now, this is a real toss-up. I've got two guys here. I wonder if you'll take the other one if I don't.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's the last pick anyway, isn't it?
It is the last pick.
So,
all right. I'm gonna take a guy who is synonymous with England and the United Kingdom. Currently leads the Blackpool Combat Club. William Regal, former WCW TV champion, European and IC champion, King of the Ring, 4-time tag team champion. William Regal is the only one on this list to have had a Duchess of Queensberry rules match. Whatever that is.
Well, he's probably the only one on that was in the Kiss My Ass Club as well. So
that's probably true.
All right. Well, I'm going to get the shillelagh out, and I'm going to go Fit Finlay.
Wow, that was not where I was going with that last pick, but that is a good pick.
Yeah, I just remember back in the WCW days, Fit Finlay was just like, you know, in all those hardcore matches and stuff like that, and then he came over to WWE, and yeah, he had an okay run, but
they won the US title.
He trained like he's not synonymous for training all the women and all that kind of stuff these days, and yeah, he's one of the best exports to come out.
He was a very big backstage presence, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fit Finlay and running around with Hornswoggle and the shillelagh.
Oh, shout out to
there you go. But he was around a long time.
Yeah. All right. Any notable
Well, the one I was tossing up between William Regal was Finn Balor.
Yeah.
That was my last pick. First ever Universal Champion. Yeah, he's won all the other belts, even the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. So Finn Balor.
To leave Finn out of that list is pretty good.
That was tough. That Regal one, Regal or Finn. But yes, I went with Regal in the end. I had a couple of others like Pac, Pete Dunne. When I saw
Wade Barrett.
Well, when I saw the name Wade Barrett, I was like, no. And I'm like, okay, he won the IC title 5 times and he won King of the Ring. So that's decent. Tyler Bate.
Yeah, I had Tyler Bate.
That's very recent though. And the other one I had was Marty Scurll, but I don't think we're really allowed to talk about Marty Scurll anymore.
Who else did I have down here? Kip Sabian. I had Nick Aldis as well over at NWA. And yeah, I think that's everything else has been said.
Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job with that one. So I have Drew McIntyre, Becky Lynch, Will Ospreay, Sheamus, and William Regal. Benny has the British Bulldog, Paige, Dynamite Kid, Zack Sabre Jr., and Fit Finlay. I like it. That was a fun draft.
It was good. It's just like it's just not enough. I mean, you would have been not scraping the barrel, but we would have been looking for older people, or was that if we went 10? So I think 5 was good.
Yeah, if we'd gone 10, we really would have been scraping the barrel there.
Would have been just looking for anybody.
Everyone who's in NXT UK, basically.
Yeah, exactly right.
Well, that is it for our mega preview show this week. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with a mega review show. We're going to talk about everything that happened at Clash at the Castle and All Out. Of course, we'll have another 3-count draft for you and all the latest news. Benny, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. And if anyone's got any draft ideas, let us know. So we'd love to do drafts that you guys send in for us.
Hit us up on the socials. Now go and enjoy an enormous pay-per-view weekend.
We
will see you again next time on the 3 Count Podcast.